What is up, guys? Adriana Maya, and I am back with another episode of Spliffs and Giggles brought to you by the Red Eye District. I have possibly my favorite guest ever. Her name is Arietta Adams. I met her because one of my best friends, and we've slowly become really good friends, and I adore you. She's a music artist, a content creator, a porn star, and an overall pothead, and I love her. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yay!
I feel the same way about you. I adore you.
I love you so much.
I'm like,
you're so cool. When I met her, we were the only people on time for a birthday party.
That's true.
And immediately she's like, should we smoke? Like, while we wait? And I was trying to be good, so I was like, no. And she's like, all right, right. You're right. Like, we'll chill. And like, we got drinks, and like, we just hit it off. I think you're so dope. First and foremost, obviously, I gotta get out the basic shit. How the fuck did you get into porn?
Okay.
How did it kick off? Like,
basically, there's no other way to put this other than that I was a groupie hoe. And when I was like, when I was like 15, 16, 17,
yes.
I would always be outside going to like little SoundCloud rapper shows in Florida.
I know, I
and
get
stuff
you.
like that. And
because you're from Florida.
Yeah. And then one day, this certain artist who was on the rise had a show in Miami, and I ended up going, and then I got invited to an after party, and I went with my friends. I'm not gonna say who, but the house I went to was a porn star.
No, I know where you went.
And I made some connections, but I lied to them about my age. I knew that I was 17 and I was places that I wasn't supposed to be, so I didn't want to get anybody in trouble. Yeah. So I lied about my age.
It's okay.
And then I was like 3 months away from turning 18. And then during that time, I kept going down to Miami and hanging out with them. And then they were like, you should do porn. And I was like, no, I don't want to do porn. But then when I graduated and turned 18, I was like, hey, can I move in? Like,
stop, that is not how you started.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I got into porn. I was being a groupie for artists, and I ended up at so-and-so's house, and then I waited till I was 18, then I was like, hey. Because I was a little shit. I used to argue with my mom, and she was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. You just got to get out. You can't live with me no anymore. You're 18, like, you got to go. So.
Honestly, you made money. You got your shit together. You're thriving now.
Yeah, it was so fun. I was scared at first. I had a rocky beginning.
Yeah.
My first scene was facial abuse.
No way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
It was fun, though.
For your first scene?
Yeah.
Bitch, I know you're a freak. I know you're a freak. That shit's so crazy. I've seen some of those scenes. I think some of them are okay, but a lot of them I'm like, ugh. But I also have a weak stomach, so that's like a huge thing for me. Like, it just doesn't work for me.
But I made sure not to eat because I didn't want to eat my own puke or whatever.
Right, exactly. See?
That kind of grosses me out. But I don't mind puking. But I don't want to eat it again.
No, I can't.
That's gross.
I can't. Like, I won't make it. But I literally won't make it.
I don't know. I'm pretty desensitized now. It takes a lot for me to throw up.
What is a hidden kink that you found that you like since you've gotten into porn?
Shit. I feel like when I really discovered is that I like dominating people. I like beating men up and shit.
Ooh, yeah. I like that. That's hot.
It's fun.
I like that. That's hot. No, that really is hot. I love that.
It's so fun.
I think, is it like a gimp thing, or like it's like guys who like want to worship you that you kind of beat up and like dominate over? What is it? Because the gimp thing, I know they like them to be in all black. Some of them like them in the puppy costume. Some of them like them just to be whipped.
I've never done that, but I want to get into that. But I've just done some little shit where I was just like super dominating men, like spanking them shit. I've never pegged anybody before. That's something I want to do. But I like slapping them, whipping them around and shit, choking them.
I pegged someone. Shout out to Jeff. You're amazing, Jeff. LOL, he had just gotten divorced and we were fucking. He was like, go get your favorite toy. And I was like, dope. And so I got it. And then it was not what I thought was going to happen. And I was like, whoa, that's cool too. But also not at all what I thought was going to happen. and I fucked Jeff with my dildo. Shout out to Jeff. Love you. I saw him actually in a restaurant.
That's so
like
awkward.
with like my with like my new boo thing. It was really funny. I saw him and he turned really red and I said, "Uh-oh." And I was really wasted. So I was trying not to draw attention, but he must have said something to her because she looked at me crazy. I was like, "Oh, my bad. Sorry, Jeff." I didn't tell her I fucked you in the ass though, if you were wondering. Like, so chill, dude. Like, I just told the world. Like,
there's a lot of Jeffs who probably get fucked in the ass.
so many
It's okay.
Jeffs, and we love the Jeffs. The thing is, he was super funny and cute and hilarious, and also that was like one of my long-term like goals in life. I wanted to fuck a man in the ass.
I want to fuck a man in the ass.
And I did.
But I don't want it to be like my man's. I want it to be like somebody else.
Well,
somebody
he was technically somebody else's as well. He was still in a marriage. So
give me a married man who just wants to explore.
yeah, that's where it works out.
I want to explore. But
it really does.
This sounds fun.
What is your hidden fantasy that you have now that you've gotten into porn and you've been able to explore like some like darker things? What do you like? It could be weird things. It could be hidden fetishes. It could be weird turn-ons. Anything.
I peed on this girl one time. Brooklyn
and
Gray.
You liked it.
I love her. But we did a scene together and she was like, yo, when we showered together after, and she was like, will you pee on me? And I was
pee
like,
on me.
Yeah.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I did, and that was so fun. I think I just figured out that I like being a dom.
Yeah.
But I also like being dominated.
Do you? Really?
Yeah.
Do you like it where it's like a scenario type deal, or where someone's kind of dressed up in like the dom gear, you know, and you're kind of in the softer colors and things of that nature?
I don't think I've ever really done that.
No way. They've never put you in a scenario where someone like doms you?
Most of the porn I've done has been like little like hee hee ha.
Oh yeah. They love that girl
like
next
teeny
door
bopper.
stuff, for sure, yeah.
Like stepdad, stepbrother.
For sure. They love that.
Or just like gonzo.
Yes.
Anal gaping.
Right.
Nasty bitch shit.
What is some advice you would give for someone who's prepping for anal scenes?
Oh Lord, don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not good at that. I just hope for the best and don't eat anything. Like, bro. That's the worst part about anal.
Dude, I feel like I've gotten it down because I've done it so many times. But also, you've really got to know your body. Like, dude, you've really got to be locked in. And I got psyched out because one of my best friends, Jade Jansen, was like, this is what you do. And I was like, cool, I'm going to follow this. I got this. And it never failed me. And then I asked Julie one day, and she was like, oh, I just, I stretch a little before my scene and then I go. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, you mean I've seen you do DPs. I've seen you do, and like you mean to tell me you just do a couple squats on it and you're good? Like, that's a queen. That's a champion, man.
I'm not even gonna lie. I've fucked up a shit ton of anal scenes. Like, I've been on set, like, one time I shot for Tushy, and I feel so bad because I worked with Marcus Dupree, and he's cool, but he was just not having it with me. Like, I ate really spicy, like, Takis the night before, like, way too late, bro, and there's videos of me, like, just shitting on the internet in that fucking scene. Just little shits coming out, and they were spicy. It was horrible.
Poor Marcus.
And Marcus was not having it. He was like, whatever you did, never do that again. Like, he was not having it.
And the thing is, Marcus Dupree is like an anal, like, god. So the fact that it was like spicy, someone else.
Probably felt it.
Mike Adriano.
I love Mike.
One of my friends told me a story of she just couldn't stop. Like, she couldn't get clean for him. But he's like, I'll fuck it out of you because he's a freak.
Yeah, he's freaky. We love him.
And so he was trying to fuck it out of her, but he just couldn't. And when she was reciting it to me, dude, I was smoking like It was like a Packwood, but Packwoods weren't around then. It was like a new age Packwood or an old age Packwood, whatever, like 2014. And I'm hitting it. She's telling me about it, and I was just in tears. Like, bro, I can't even imagine because his dick is so big. Like, and Marcus Dupree, the exact same thing. His dick is so big.
Wanna know what's crazy? Mike Adriana was the first person I ever did anal with in my life.
No fucking way.
The first time
I've heard that from like 2 people. That's insane.
Bro, the first time I did it was on camera. I was so nervous.
I think like the second time I did it ever was on camera. My first time was with Tony Rubino.
I fuck with Tony. He's cool.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
He's chill as
Oh,
fuck.
he wanted us to shoot together. He did.
Shit.
He wanted us to shoot together. I was like, yeah, I actually love her. I'll definitely eat your pussy. He was like, hold on. Like, let me schedule this. Like,
I fuck with him. He put me on one of my first plugs when I moved down here.
He's so dope, dude.
He's cool. He smokes a lot of weed, and his dog is so cute.
Oh, Gigi. Shout out to Gigi and Tony. What are some of your favorite strands of weed to smoke?
Honestly.
And how do you like to smoke, honestly? Because I know you like wraps, but do you like smoking from bongs? Do you like doing dabs? Do you like eating edibles? What do you like?
I like edibles for planes. I'm not a dab person because I just feel like that is OD. Like, what?
I feel you.
That shit makes me feel like I'm
like
crying
dabs,
sometimes.
but I understand completely.
I just like smoking backwoods. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been doing the same shit since I was like 15.
Really?
I can't stop.
Honestly, I think I started smoking out of like pipes and stuff because it was easy, and then you can like break them or throw them away. Like, but I like smoking in like bongs,
I like bongs,
dabs, and then I love blunts and joints.
I like blunts.
But it has to be like a healthy mix. I can't only smoke one thing straight. It kind of fucks me up.
At home, I smoke a lot of joints, but when I go outside, I smoke backwoods and blunts and shit. But weed strains, I don't know. You might hate my opinion on this, but I don't even believe in it.
What?
I just don't. Like, there's definitely good weed and bad weed, but I don't believe in, like, indica or sativa and all that shit.
Oh, you want to know what's funny? When I go to the dispensary, they ask me, like, indica, sativa. I'm like, let me see your top shelf. And let me see, like, the step below, just in case. Like, some of you are on some weirdo shit. Like, because I know how they are with brands. A lot of them have, like, co-signs with brands and stuff, so they get deals for how much they sell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me see the top shelf and let me see, like, the step below. And they're always like, okay. But I travel a lot, so I know the different price comparisons. And then, like, some shit that they try to sell in, like, Florida that I've seen in, like, California and Washington, I'm like, come on, man. How do you combat, like, finding the best weed to smoke?
Shit.
Especially when you're traveling a lot.
In LA, I have a plug that I normally go to. He always has good weed. I have good plugs out here. And then, I don't know. You can just tell by what it smells like and shit.
Yeah. Take a couple looks. You're good. I completely agree. Especially if you're a real
But it depends
smoker.
on where I'm at. If I can't find any weed, I'll smoke some bullshit. I don't care. Just smoke a lot of it.
Just to have something to smoke, I feel you.
But I don't know. I watched this episode on Netflix called Explained. And it was like the season, have you seen it? Like, it's the show called Explained.
I feel like I have.
And
but
there was this episode on weed, and it basically explained like what I just said. Like, that's what made me believe it even more. Like, how like strains and shit are like made up, and there's no scientific backing before it, and it's all just based on whoever grew it. They just have someone test it and be like, oh, this is indica, this is sativa, this is so and so, whatever. But like the names and shit and all that shit doesn't matter. Just like the percentage of THC.
I used to say that I like to smoke sativa, but I also just smoke anything. I'm like a dumpster. I'm like a raccoon. Like, they just eat everything. I'm like that, like with smoking. I'm like, if it's like good weed, I can look at weed and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll smoke that.
Yeah.
I just don't like, people don't dry out their weed enough sometimes nowadays. I don't like that. I don't like really like wet weed. Or it's like extra, you can't do anything with it. It's like the stickiest ever. I'm like, what do you want me to do with it? Like, what is supposed to happen? I'll make edibles with it.
I hate it when weed is
fire
so
to make
sticky.
edibles with. I'll give you that note.
Shit. I don't like it when weed is so sticky and then you try to roll a blunt.
And
it's
you
like,
can't. Like, it's a pain in the ass. I hate that, especially because, like, you smoke, like, leaf. So it really is a pain in the ass. There's a website we want to give a shout out to. It's called Smoke and Poke. It's the hottest new dating site to hit up singles if you want to smoke and do some naughty things, honestly. Check them out. There's a lot of hot porn stars, content creators you can find on there that are actually chatting with people. So maybe take a look on them. Is there any content that you have coming out soon that you want to give a shout out to?
I'm dropping my scene with Dread on OnlyFans this weekend. Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. One of those days.
So we have a new scene coming out. Do you have any
Hell
new
yeah.
music? Because I know a lot of your music fans will also be looking at this.
Yeah, I do. I'm dropping a single. Shit. What day is it today? I'm dropping it
Tuesday,
the beginning of May.
420.
Oh my God,
I know it's 420, but I don't know what day it
It's
is.
420. I'm dropping a single the beginning of May, and I'm dropping an EP at the end of May.
Yeah, new music.
lit.
That's fire. It's
I'm
just something to
excited.
look forward to. I like that. We'll have some links available for you guys. You'll definitely keep an eye out. We want to give a shout out to Cali Pack Exotics. They hooked us up with so much weed and edibles and deliciousness. We're baked right now. It's great. I love it. And we're going to have some links to Ari's personal sites available if you want to keep an eye out. I'm Adriana Maya. This is Arietta Adams. She's a content creator, music artist, all around bad bitch. I love her. And a proper pothead, I'd say. This is Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Eye District. Good night, guys.
Bye.